Hello and welcome to AI Weekly, a place where we have a look at some of the innovation headlines in the Adventist faith community. My name is Bjorn Carlman and I'm your host, joining you from the campus of Newbold College in Berkshire, England. In many parts of the world, my corner of southeast England included, Adventists have gone back to physically attending church after the devastation of COVID. Many are happy to experience the worship community in person again, and I would count myself in that category. But for a number of reasons, some people much prefer online, virtual church. They prefer worshiping from home. They may also be prevented from physically attending church due to where they are located or for health reasons. Last month, the North American Division's Northeastern Conference started its own first virtual church. The Living Manna First Online Seventh-day Adventist Church, literally what it's called, is 100% online, as in no physical building. The pastor, Ivor Myers, doesn't even physically live in the geographical territory of the Northeastern Conference. The idea behind the church is to serve people who prefer digital attendance. There will still be members. The church will have elections for leadership roles and accept tithes and offerings. But again, it is 100% online. According to the Atlantic Union Gleaner, Living Manna will run 7-day-a-week offerings, basically online, different kinds of programming, addressing daily living, finances, mental health, and much more. Pastor Ivor Myers, who most recently pastored in Campbell, California, originally pitched the Northeastern Conference on the idea of forming the 100% virtual church. The difference between streaming services online and forming a virtual church is that people online are not on the outside looking in. They are not just joining a service, they are the service, said Myers. Myers will run the church from Huntsville, Alabama, where he lives. When asked about the possibility of people leaving their brick-and-mortar church to support a virtual church, Abraham Jules, the NEC president, said he wasn't worried. "I'm not concerned about people leaving their brick-and-mortar church to go to a virtual church," said Jules. "I've always said that if a pastor is scared about losing members to any other congregation, any other preacher, or any other establishment in town, you should lose them. If you're doing what is right and people still leave, it's a free country. You do your best to minister." Myers knows an online church isn't for everyone, but he says that it is a preference for some people. And that number of people is pretty big, he says. He also says that he isn't focused on moving existing Adventist members from a regular church to an online church. Instead, he wants to attract people that don't go to church. Over to you. Do you think a completely virtual church is the way of the future? Will there be, at some point, perhaps more online churches than physical venues? Let us know what you think in a comment on our Facebook page at facebook.com/AdventInnovate. Thanks for checking out this edition of AI Weekly. If you enjoyed the video, please click the subscribe button and join us next week for another take on Adventist innovation news.